This episode of the Walt podcast is brought to you by Anchor. Do you like this show and want to make a show of your own? Let me tell you all about Anchor. Number one, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Now you can even add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless for what you can create, whether it's music analysis, your own radio show, or something the world's never heard before. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. I use Anchor right now. I'm using it to publish this episode of the Walt Vault, and I have been doing so for the last 100 episodes or so, and I love it. It's a great product, and it's costing me no money, which is fantastic. So you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership with ads like this. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app now or go to Anchor.fm to get started.
Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Mantis, and Groot engage in some spirited shenanigans in an all-out original special created for Disney+.
Welcome to the Walt Vault with Andre,
Michelle, Emily,
And Luis.
We are a family-friendly podcast where each and every week we watch and review a different Disney movie. Be sure to subscribe on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to the Walt Vault, episode 187.
hello, and meh.
On Kevin Bacon's rear end.
Merry Christmas. Now we Christmas.
Now we Christmas, everybody.
Everybody say Merry Christmas. Nice.
Okay.
Crinkle,
Very
crinkle.
good. Crinkle, crinkle. Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle. Yes. Yes. Happy holidays to all. We are recording this on the, what is this? Christmas Eve.
Today is the 21st.
That's it. So in celebration of,
Eve quadded.
of the winter holiday, we are talking about the brand new 2022 live action Marvel special presentation, Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special. Is there a the in there?
I don't know.
Guardians of the Galaxy, holiday special.
Just the names on these things.
It's a long name, but a short film. This comes in at a runtime of 41 minutes long. It stars Peter Quill, like that's his name. Chris Pratt, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Dave Bautista as Drax, Palm Clementif as Mantis, Michael Rooker as Yondu, Sean Gunn as Kraglin, and Kevin Bacon as Kevin Bacon.
Luis, you are not lying. She is blonde.
Dude.
She's not.
Mantis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's not Asian.
No, she's Asian.
Is she?
Yeah. Yes, she is. I'm gonna look her up.
She's American.
She's definitely Asian.
French.
First
Just
of all,
because you're
she's-
American
she's
doesn't
a
mean you
French
can't be Asian.
actress. Correct.
But she's
correct.
Asian.
She was born in Quebec City, Canada, to a Korean mother
All
and
right.
French-Russian father. So yes, she is Asian. And
Yup.
no, she is not American in any sense of the word. She is French and
Canadian.
All over the place. And she does look very different.
Yeah, she does not look like she does. Mm-mm. I mean, they do her up with her
Oh, yeah.
like cheekbones and stuff. I see it,
It's
but
the
like
eyes, too. I think Mantis's eyes are, like, so crazy big, you know?
Yes.
All
they're
right.
doing a Rapunzel on her eyeballs.
Luis, how come I always do this to you? Do you have a question?
Never.
No?
No.
All right. Andre, you have a question?
If you had asked that question, you were thinking about it.
I don't have
So
one.
you could no. If you had to ask me, why do I always do this to you? You had to have been thinking about
No,
it.
it just popped into my head.
I see.
And we haven't recorded in a while, okay?
Andre, do you have a question?
I don't.
I mean, I got a question, honestly, but it's going to throw us in a completely different world.
Well, that's fine. It's a warm-up question.
We've been in other worlds. Yeah, maybe we need to be warmed up on how to talk
Louis
into
has a
microphone.
question.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
Ready.
For this.
You're in the Midwest,
Yep.
and a tornado is about to hit your town.
That's my worst
Okay.
nightmare.
Wizard
You
of
are
Oz.
basically driving a a motorcycle with one of those little things.
With a
Sidecar.
Yeah.
The Hagrid car.
Only
Okay.
3 people fit.
With one of
Okay,
those
you're
little
about to
things.
leave town to escape the tornado that's almost right behind you, and you
Okay.
come across a stop sign, and there's a bus stop there. At that bus stop is your best friend who saved your life, your mom, and the love of your life.
Okay.
You only have room for 2. What do you do?
Mom, love of my life. Bye, bestie.
I also agree.
Yeah, the bestie gotta go. But wait,
Sorry.
you said I only have room for 1 or for 2?
For 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, because
family
you're
comes
the
first,
third.
unfortunately. Sorry, bestie.
Yeah.
I think Luis thought that was going to be a longer discussion.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. Find your own way home. I'll call you an Uber on the way home. Bye-bye. You know?
Everybody, bestie dies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bestie gotta go.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, do what you can do. You just don't get a seat. You know, if you want to hold
If
on
you
to
want-
the back of the sidecar, go for it.
You can sit in my lap if you want. I'm just saying. Hang on to my mama's neck, okay? Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't a very hard question. I'm so sorry.
Why you apologizing to me?
Well,
Okay.
Okay, I have questions. Since this is a Christmas episode, we're going to do Smash or Pass Christmas. Okay, ready?
I feel like that's what we did with these.
Oh my word.
Candy
ahead.
canes. Smash or pass?
Oh.
I say pass.
Is it the only edible thing in my vicinity?
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah, I guess I'll smash down on a candy cane.
Yeah, but like, what if you like were at work and there's like lots of Christmas treats on a table? Do you take a candy cane?
She literally just answered that no.
Right.
Yeah.
I asked that question, you said
fine.
no.
I still don't really like candy canes. Okay.
If there's other things, nobody's going for the candy
Correct.
cane.
Correct. If it's my only option,
I just
yeah,
mean candy canes in
I'll
general.
take a candy cane.
So nah.
Okay, so then this is the Christmas activity. Gingerbread houses.
I'm making them tomorrow. Or I'm decorating them tomorrow.
Oh, smash. She said smash. I say pass.
I'm gonna pass on a gingerbread house.
Only because I never eat it.
Well, no, I do eat it,
Ew.
but it takes a long time to make. So I'd rather just-
Here's the truth. I went to a party where we made them on
Like,
Sunday.
actually baked 'em?
No, excuse me. Constructed them, and I am not into constructing them. The ones we're doing tomorrow are pre-built,
Oh,
and
yeah,
we're
yeah.
decorating.
Yeah.
I will decorate. It's the building, like trying to keep the building together and like not falling over. That's the part that drives me nuts.
I do like that part, honestly.
Oh,
I
really?
like to find the structural stability of a graham cracker cookie or whatever, and
I'd eat it.
and adhere it to another graham cracker cookie, and then put a whole bunch of candy on top of it, and then eat that.
Well, if they're graham crackers and not gingerbread, that's different.
Oh snap! You're right. I don't think I ever built a gingerbread house.
Oh, you made it out of graham
I always built it
crackers?
out of graham crackers. Yeah.
Interesting.
I would eat that, no doubt. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. Interesting.
Is there another treat that we get to smash or pass?
Oh, another treat? Okay, let's see. What's a Christmas treat?
I do have a question now, by the way. So long, I figured one out.
Here, I'm just gonna say this in general because I now Christmas smash or pass.
That one's weird.
I mean,
It's not weak. Andre would
No, I
pass.
said weird.
Oh, weird. Some people don't like it. They're Grinches, bah humbug.
I like it. I don't like having to do a lot for it. Like if it's my job to buy all the gifts and do all the decorating and make all the hams.
It's usually the wife's job.
cookies and whatnot.
Oh, so you don't want to be a wife, is what you're telling
Yeah.
me.
Correct.
I do not want.
That's hilarious.
He doesn't want to be a woman, is what I just heard him say.
What we heard is that
I don't want you to clean the house. I don't want
I
to.
don't
wanna
want
do
people
that.
over. I don't want none of that.
You gotta put up the Christmas lights.
I
then.
don't want to do the tree or the lights. But
Okay. What's
if
your?
Christmas is just happening around me, smash. I'm down.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's your question?
Oh, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, it's I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Did we actually do that for an episode?
Yes, we
of the
did.
podcast? Holy moly. You guys were in for a treat on that one. Go back and get in the Christmas spirit.
I'm in between a Muppets Christmas Carol, and we just watched it. It's so cute. And I haven't seen it in years, but I really, really remember enjoying Scrooged with Bill
Oh,
Murray,
yeah, Scrooge is a
I don't
good
think
one.
I've seen that.
which they're both Scrooge stories, which is funny.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That Christmas Carol-y, like,
Thing.
like ghosts.
I love the movie Ghost. So, anywho,
What's yours?
I would say.
Don't say Die Hard. Doesn't.
Favorite Christmas movie? Well, okay. Yeah, when I think of Christmas movie, I usually think of A Christmas Story. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
I've never seen it either.
Right. But most of the time what I really want to be watching every Christmas is Batman Returns.
Didn't you watch that last night?
I did not. I watched Batman 1989, which is the prequel to Batman Returns. And I'll be watching
So you'll be
Batman
watching that
Returns.
tonight. Okay.
Yes, very soon.
Luis.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Secret Garden.
Secret Garden.
What the heck is that?
Does that movie take place during Christmas?
I first saw it when I was during Christmas.
I guess that counts.
Just because you saw it during Christmas doesn't
So
mean
it's saying
a
Harry
Christmas
Potter
movie.
is the holiday movie, even though there's a lot of
Harry Potter
holidays
at
in
least
there.
has like a Christmas scene in it.
Yeah.
That
I don't
doesn't make it a holiday
I don't know if
movie.
Secret Garden does.
Doesn't make it a holiday movie.
It's his favorite Christmas movie, you guys. He answered the question.
Is it
Hey,
a Christmas movie?
Suck it.
Okay.
What
All right.
What is this movie?
You never saw it?
You never seen Secret Garden?
No.
I ain't gonna tell you about it. Nah, I'm joking. It's like about this person who, like, I don't know if it's his daughter or his nephews come live with him, but he's all depressed because his wife died. And then there was this garden that he's neglected, and the kids end up finding it, and then he ends up getting mad, kind of like a little bit of a Scrooge type of situation without all the ghosts coming for him.
Right.
Never
That
heard of
sounds
it.
like a real stupid movie. Thank you for that.
All right. Well,
Welcome.
now
Thank
we
you
can
for
talk
that.
You're welcome.
Do you guys want me to read the description for Secret Garden?
about- No.
Do you think Luis's was good enough?
Yeah.
It was good enough for me not to watch it. Just like the Watcher.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
I know.
She gets here today, listeners, and she's like wanting to open up a bottle of wine, so she's standing on her tippy toes,
Yeah,
reaching
'cause
up
I'm
into my
short.
cupboard, and she moves and she knocks over this thing of muffins that I bought for the morning, and
The muffin spilled out,
they spill out and they end up in my dog's water bowl.
so they got a little worse for wear.
Right.
That's just Michelle. You know, she has a lot of brains and very little spatial awareness.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I asked Andre, very specifically asked Andre if he had seen The Watcher.
A show on Netflix.
And Michelle was like, yeah. Sucks though, because bleep, bleep, bleep.
I didn't,
Spoiler,
I
spoiler,
didn't
spoiler.
ruin it.
Yeah, you did.
No.
I'm not gonna touch it now.
So my dad had asked us this same question because
And I told him the same
We
thing.
were talking about The Watcher. My dad though he's very open to spoilers. Like he wants you to tell you why the thing is really cool or why the thing is really bad. So
No, maybe I'm used to talking to your dad then.
like my dad, when he told me about Breaking Bad, because he had watched it before I did, he showed me like the season 4 season finale scene of a man's face being blown up or whatever. He's like, look at this show, it's crazy, watch it from the beginning. I was like, all right, I guess I know what happens to this guy now. So I know that when talking to my dad, a spoiler is not that big of a deal. Emily, on the other hand, when she's asking about if a show is good or not and should she continue watching it, probably does not want how it's going to end come up, in the answer to the question.
And
My
just
bad,
so
my
everybody
bad.
knows, me and Michelle have been friends for
Way too long. I'm just kidding.
well over,
like 15 years.
yeah, well over 10 years. So
Yeah,
you
over
would
10
think someone would know. Probably a good 15.
The thing
you're
is
right.
that I do know. I just have no filter, man.
Oh, I thought it was, I just don't care.
Oh,
man.
no, I do care. I'm sorry. I ruined it for
She
you.
can't help herself.
I guess so.
Impossible.
Also, everybody's drinking wine but me because I'm not allowed.
Yeah, there's a lot of carpet and couch and baby over here.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm babysitting.
Wine can be
All right, let's go ahead and get into our first impressions of the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Did we do the Halloween special?
We did.
We did.
We did. So
Werewolf by night.
okay, we did Werewolf by Night. So now we have the Christmas one.
This is Marvel's
So
second special presentation.
my first impression is that I really liked it. We watched it twice, and I think I'll probably watch it every year. It's funny.
It was funny.
I liked it a lot. And it wasn't too long, which was
40
nice.
minutes.
It's like just the right amount. And it was really, really funny. I think I liked it better than Werewolf by Night. Louise, first impression.
Long thinking stare.
yeah.
We're talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Correct.
Yeah,
That
the
was
one.
god awful. I hate Christmas specials to begin with. They're pointless. They have no purpose. But at the end, I'll give them this.
Yeah.
The purpose they serve is they have no purpose except just to be a side story of Christmas. I'll give them that. But this
Sure.
one was only horrible because it just wasn't good.
I wholeheartedly disagree with you so much.
It wasn't good. Like legitimately.
We're gonna fight.
I don't think Luis or I laughed once.
Really?
What?
I don't think
You
we
guys didn't
laughed.
like it at all?
The only
Oh
reason
man, we really liked it.
The only reason why I'm gonna say I didn't hate it is because I have loyalty to these characters.
See.
And because it's a Christmas
Interesting.
special, they're not burning at the stake right now.
This is
Okay.
very interesting that
If it was not a Christmas
James Gunn is a
special,
witch.
if it was not a Christmas special, I'd be like, they're dead.
Are
to
you
me,
crawling?
Man. It's
Wow.
whack. It
I
was awful.
see. I
Waste
see.
of 40-something minutes. Actually, it wasn't a waste of 40-something minutes.
Okay.
Okay,
wow.
my turn. My turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna go.
so, I mean, I think I said this at the end of the last episode, but I have been very upset. I mean, I don't get upset like other fans where it's like, oh my god, like I'm not going to go on a negative, what do you, all the,
On a rant.
on a rant about it, but
I'm not going to write an incel review on
oh my god, I just really cannot stand what they've been doing with the Guardians. I don't. I feel like they
okay.
sell them out. I feel like they make them these like stupid little like laughable side
characters.
pieces,
Interesting.
and I don't like it. Like, there's no reason it should have been in Thor. I feel like literally they're giving them pity cameos.
Okay.
And so I feel like this was kind of like that. I feel like they were kind of pulling from something that they felt was important to the storyline,
Right.
the Kevin Bacon piece, and then focused, like, there was no storyline, really.
Right. It was short enough that there wasn't too much of a
I don't know.
plot happening here.
I don't know. I'm sad because I wanted to like it.
I wanted it to be better.
Oh, for sure we did.
I mean, I really like the Guardians.
Now, were you guys expecting like a movie level kind of story and adventure for all of the Guardians to go on in this, and it end up being Drax and Mantis in Hollywood, and that was kind of lame? Is that what the thinking is?
I'll be honest, I did not think too far into it because I didn't
Gotcha.
want to have an expectation and be let
Okay.
down.
Okay,
So
fair
I had
enough.
no idea what I thought it was going to be, but yeah, I don't know. I just didn't think they were funny. I wanted to.
Try.
See, Andre and I were cracking up. We thought it was hilarious.
I did not think it was funny.
I thought that this was quite a fun special. Now, in comparison to the Werewolf by Night special, where that's Halloween and this is Christmas, I mean, obviously, this one is much more focused on the Christmas holiday itself, as opposed to just like a scary theme or something like that from Halloween. But I thought that the pacing of this went by really nicely, really easily, and I liked seeing Drax and Mantis interact. They are very
That was fun.
They're a very fun best friend duo. Whereas you normally think of like Rocket and Groot as like as a fun duo. I think Drax and Mantis are right up there. And I thought that the addition of Kevin Bacon, unfiltered, regular old Kevin Bacon, was silly and funny in this, especially after how many references they've made to Kevin Bacon in the past in Guardian stuff.
I would say my one qualm though is I felt like Star-Lord was just there. Like his acting wasn't good.
Right.
Like for Chris Pratt. I don't know. I didn't care really about Star-Lord or the fact that they were doing this for him necessarily.
Right. I think that was part
His
of it
acting
for
was kinda
me.
bad in
I did
this.
think that it was going to be like a grand adventure for all of the Guardians to go on, and it did end up only being, just a couple of them with everybody else hanging out in the background. But at the same time, I really did enjoy the Drax and Mantis bits. When Mantis is beating up cops and telling them to go to sleep, I was having a really good time. Sleep.
She's terrifying.
She's super scary, dude.
She's so scary. She's like crawling after Kevin Bacon inside of his house and just
Yeah,
bounding
off the walls. That
and
was
stuff.
weird.
Yeah.
I will say, have they been doing that since day one and I'm just not paying attention?
I think like
Because Louise thought it was a gravity thing.
you don't really see Mantis fight in Guardians 2 where she first premieres, but in the Avengers movie, like Infinity War, she's hopping around a little bit, and then I think in Thor: Love and Thunder there might be a scene of her fighting in the background, but I feel like this is like the first time we've actually seen her close-up shots of her fighting. So
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
think this is relatively new.
I don't know. Her and Drax were jumping in ways that I was like,
How are they doing that?
yeah, like, have you always done
'Cause I
that?
guess their powers haven't been very clearly defined, either of them. I mean, we know Drax is strong, but
We know she puts people to sleep,
we didn't know
but
he could bound over
the gate was-
backyards.
I was like,
in a single bound.
yeah, her jumping off his walls was tripping me out.
Yeah, she's creepy. But yeah, overall, I thought that this was short, sweet, and to the point of do nice things for your friends on Christmas, even if it involves human trafficking or whatever. That part wasn't funny. I thought that was really funny when they were like, "We got you Kevin Bacon for Christmas," and he was like, "You got me a real live human person for Christmas? That's not a Christmas gift. This is human trafficking." I thought that was good.
That was a little giggle.
funny.
So this was directed and written by James Gunn, as were the other two Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So these are his characters that he's getting a chance to play around with, all in Kevin Feige's world. I believe the first song that plays. Hang on, what was
I will say that was kind of fun.
that was very funny. It's called "I Don't Know What Christmas Is."
Oh, yeah, that was
but
funny.
Christmas time is here, where this alien band is like, "Hey, Star-Lord, listen to these lyrics. We heard about Christmas and we just want to try it out." And then they proceed to be like, "Santa's a furry freak with epic superpowers. He flies into every human home in under 14 hours. He's a master burglar, a pro at picking locks. If you don't leave milk and cookies out, he will put dung in your socks." These guys got it.
It was
Pretty
like a
much.
punk. It was like a punk rock.
Yeah.
This whole song was very funny. Apparently,
I thought it was funny.
It was written by James Gunn, and these band people are the Old 97s, which is a band, and apparently James Gunn is friends with them, so he had them be in his film.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, that kind of set the whole tone for the short, and I knew that it was just going to be a bunch of silliness. I did think that Rocket and Cosmo, the dog, were going to play a bigger role, but
Yeah.
it's okay that they weren't. It was all right.
So they're on Nowhere, right?
Yes, so
They bought it.
This is new information, right? So apparently the Guardians of the Galaxy, after dropping off Thor, went to Nowhere, the dead celestial head out in space, and they bought it from the Collector, who sold it to them because he was traumatized after being attacked by Thanos. So yeah, they own and operate Nowhere, and this is like their base of operations now, which is cool. So all the Guardians, aside from Gamora, who they haven't found yet, are just kind of hanging out, and it's revealed that on Earth it's around Christmas time right now, and Peter told everybody, or told Kraglin when they were kids, that what Christmas is and what it's about, and he tried to present some Christmas stuff on the Ravager ship, but Yondu got heard about it and was like, "What is this, boy? We don't take no charity around here," and he destroys everything. He ruins Christmas for Peter, and it's been ruined for him ever since. So is this Kraglin's idea? No, Kraglin is just bringing this up to them.
Yeah.
So Mantis and Drax take it upon themselves to restore Christmas for Peter. And Mantis, in particular, says that she's doing this because she and Peter are actually brother and sister, because both of their fathers
That's probably like
are
the
Ego, the
only
living
thing
planet.
worth watching this for. Just to learn that.
And if you hadn't, they're the spoiler.
Yes, I guess so. Yes, that is a spoiler, because that was not discussed in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We never knew that Mantis was birthed by Ego or whatever. So yeah, that is new information, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it, honestly, and especially the way that it's wrapped up at the end, where she reveals to Peter that she is his sister, and he's like, "That's the greatest Christmas present that everybody could ever give me," and they hug, and then it's all nice and happy.
Nice and happy.
It's all nice and happy. So Mantis and Drax decide to go to Earth to get a Christmas present for Peter, and they can think of no better present than the man himself, Kevin Bacon. Peter apparently has been telling all of the Guardians that Kevin Bacon is this hero from Earth who vanquished the people by dancing in Footloose and by killing Jason Voorhees in those aren't the Halloween movies, right? That's
No, I don't know.
Jason. Summer camp, back at camp. I can't remember. Anyway, Kevin Bacon is a national treasure and a hero, and they think that they're doing Peter a great favor by going to Earth and stealing him. So they go to Hollywood. They go to Hollywood Boulevard. They see a whole bunch of other characters and Marvel people.
Oh my gosh!
They start taking pictures of people and getting cash. And Drax beats up a GoBot because apparently they killed his family.
That was interesting.
That was funny.
I was a bit taken by that one.
Yeah, that man is in the hospital now. Drax is really wailing on him. They do that for a little while. They go to.
I didn't know what a GoBot was, so I didn't understand that reference.
I mean, a GoBot is basically just like a transformer. It's a generic transformer.
Oh.
And transformers, in their lore, are aliens. So it makes sense that Drax has seen an alien transformer.
Okay.
And they laid a hand in killing his entire family.
Okay.
I thought it was Thanos or Ronan.
Right. I thought it was too, because in the first movie he had a big problem. But maybe it was a couple of people down the line. You know, Thanos orders Ronan orders a GoBot, the GoBot's killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they do that for a little while. They end up going to a bar
And getting schmammy.
and getting wasted because they're looking for Kevin Bacon. They're doing their hardest to find out where he is.
Doing their due diligence at the bar.
So they're going to partying at the bar. They're drinking, they're dancing, they're spending all their money that they earn from taking pictures on Hollywood Boulevard.
Your child is crawling over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
I believe you because I
He's-
don't see him over here anymore. So
He's army
he
crawling
must be over there.
in real time, people.
How
Good
come
job.
he always meets milestones at Emily's house? I'm afraid to take him here now. He's going to grow up too fast.
It sounds like the place to take him.
Yeah.
If I want a child prodigy, I'm gonna keep bringing him over here.
You know what though? Every single time he has a milestone, Michelle, does something like throw muffins
Drop some
into.
muffins. And,
So Ems, we gotta start
Drop some
Michelle
soup
proofing
or-
the house
yeah.
so that baby Trey can.
Dude,
have
we
some
haven't even
milestones.
baby-proofed our
I
house.
think that means locking the door before we get in.
Shut up.
I'm locked out. Won't let me out. Locked up.
So let's see. Drax and Mantis are wasted. They're
let-
drunk. They're outside of the bar, and they're like, "I can't believe none of our new homies knew where Kevin Bacon's house was." And some lady that owns a shop is like, "I'll tell you where Kevin Bacon's house is. Here, take this map. It costs $40." And Mantis goes, "Oh wow, this is amazing." And then she touches her head and says, "You will give this to me for free, and you will give me all of your money."
Good God.
The Guardians are great because they're heroes, but
They also have very, very questionable
they got
morals.
they got some loose morals. They'll steal all your cash, no problem. They find Kevin Bacon's house. Kevin Bacon is enjoying a quiet evening in with himself. I guess his wife and kids are out and about somewhere, but he's got the house all ready. It's ready for Christmas time. All the decorations are up. He's watching some weird Christmas movie where Santa's been abducted by aliens or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that was
pause.
weird. I was like, what movie is that?
Yeah, I don't know if that was a real movie, but as they were chilling out in front of that bar, I saw an Easter egg.
Yeah.
They're sitting out in front of the bar, and there is a billboard. I don't know if you call that a billboard, but like a advertisement for a new movie that came out.
Okay.
And I can't remember what it was called, but it was starring Kygo.
Kyga.
Kygo. The guy.
Kingo.
That's what I said.
From Eternals.
That's what I said. Kingo.
The guy who played his father and his grandfather. And his
Right.
Yeah, so a new movie had just come out starring Kingo.
Oh, that's awesome. That's hilarious. I wonder what it was about. All his movies must be bangers. So yeah, Kevin Bacon is enjoying a night in at home by himself. Mantis and Drax show up at his house. They try to call him on his video doorbell, and he says, "Go away, please." They proceed to jump over his fence. Drax throws Mantis over. They start grabbing his Christmas decorations out front. I want the funny little man.
I thought that was funny.
Drax has a very weird thing about the elf.
Very weird.
Blow up.
Very weird, but he loves it a lot. They break into Kevin Bacon's house and start chasing him around. Mantis creepily bounces off the walls, and Drax, I think he just waits downstairs or something like that. Kevin Bacon runs upstairs and jumps out of a window and onto some trees.
Seriously,
outside.
Kevin Bacon was running for his life.
He was running for his life. He really thought
He went straight into the trellis and
to
everything.
kill him. And they almost did. They jump over after him, and he runs outside. He had called the police earlier, so the police show up outside of his house, and he's running towards them. And then Drax and Mantis just proceed to tear up the LA Police Department. They say freeze, and they start shooting at Drax, and he goes, ah, it tickles, stop, I'm gonna pee my pants.
He's too much.
He flips a car over. Mantis puts everybody to sleep. In her very cool fighting moves. And then in the flipped over cop car, she gives them her candy cane. She's like, now we're even. And she's like, this doesn't look like a man, right? And they're like, no. It's like, I knew it. My friend is an idiot. They proceed to take Kevin Bacon onto their ship and ship him back to Nowhere. And then back on Nowhere, Peter is looking a little sad. You know, he's eating curds and whey or something like that. I don't know what he's eating, but he's eating it with his hands. And Mantis sets off the plan. She starts turning on lights, and Peter gets up and he sees all the Christmas lights, and he's like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" They start playing music. They start blowing some snow and stuff like that. And then Groot wheels out a very, very large package, which says "To Peter" on the front. And he's like, you guys, you didn't have to do this. And inside the package, we hear Kevin Bacon say, I can't breathe. They didn't put any air in here. And Peter's like, oh my God, what have you done? He opens the package. Out pops Kevin Bacon. And Peter is very embarrassed. He's very upset.
And they don't like him because he's an actor.
Right.
Yeah, they were mad that he was an actor, not an actual
I missed
hero.
all that. When did they?
That was funny.
It was when they were.
They were asking him, like, when you saved a town with dancing, that was cool. He's like, well, that wasn't me.
It was a character I played.
But it sounds like they previously had a misconception or a grievance against actors.
They thought, yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I don't know what would have caused them to have negative thoughts about actors in general. Maybe Peter tried to show them some movies at some point back on the ship or something. I don't know. But yeah, they don't like actors at all. So
like she started gagging. I was like, this is a lot right now.
Peter confronts everybody and says like, hey, this isn't cool. We shouldn't be abducting people. And you shouldn't be putting him under your spell. Take him off of that. And Mantis takes Kevin Bacon off the spell. And then he's like, we have to take Kevin Bacon back to Earth. It's okay, Kevin Bacon. We won't hurt you. It's okay. Shh. Don't worry about it. Don't run. He's like, okay, I won't run. And then he lets him go, and Kevin Bacon immediately takes off and runs. Nebula takes her gun out. She's like, I got him.
I freaking love Nebula.
I got him.
And then they get Kevin Bacon back. And as they're
My favorite part is you say Kevin Bacon every time.
As they get Kevin Bacon back, they're about to send him back to Earth. But Kraglin explains that, like, well, we thought that Christmas had been ruined for Peter, but it turns out Yondu actually ended up liking Christmas. We flash back to the animation again, and we see Yondu open up a Christmas present out of the trash, and it's from Peter, and it's
no, that's not what. That's when Peter does it back.
Oh, so
he tells him. Kraglin is pretty much explaining like what Peter is to them.
Right.
Like, we wanted to do this because Peter.
And he looks up to you.
Yeah.
And you taught him how to be a hero. That's right. And so Kevin Bacon uses his cell phone to call his wife using one of the satellites on the front of the ship.
You know.
And he lets her know that he's going to be a little late for Christmas because there's some friends down here that need his help. And next we see Kevin Bacon is on stage. He's got a guitar in his hands and he's singing a Christmas song. And everybody is loving it.
And I rolled my eyes so hard.
Groot is dancing, which
did
very
not
funny.
like Groot.
Teenage Groot?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's like a little past teenage. He's like young adult Groot.
No, I think he's teenage.
No, he's like a little like a college bro.
Right.
Yeah.
College frat boy Groot, because he was teenage Groot in Avengers Endgame. When he cuts off his arm and makes it part of the
Right.
hammer.
Yeah, he's like young adult Groot.
He's young adult Groot, and he's thick body Groot.
Yoked.
He is.
He looked like a bro Groot, dude.
Yeah, he's bigger than Drax. So he's dancing and stuff.
He's got the pecs for days.
Yeah, and Kevin Bacon is singing. He says, "Thanks everybody. I'll see you next year. I'll see you at Easter or whatever." And now Kevin Bacon is friends with the aliens, and that's basically the end. Oh, and then
So I was assuming that was going to be the next special.
the Kevin Bacon comes back.
No, like a spring Eastery.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe it will be Ant-Man Goes to Easter or something like that. I don't know. What they're gonna do
Ant-Man goes to East.
I don't know what they're gonna do next. And then the final scene, we see Mantis explain to Peter that she is his sister, and they have a warm embrace and a hug, and Christmas is saved on nowhere. The end.
And Yondu loves Christmas now.
Y'all do loves Christmas, y'all. Yeehaw. Yeah.
Well, and my assumption then is that was his first little flippity floppy on
Yes, I think so.
his dashboard,
Yes,
on his
Peter
control
got
panel.
His very first flippity floppity, is that what you call it? His first knick-knack.
His first tchotchke.
First tchotchke. Which led to a crippling addiction that ended up making him not take the Power Stone. Yeah, it's great. And that's the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
And again, I'm very upset that I didn't like it.
La 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 la.
Right.
La 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 la.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Let's see here on the tomato.
I'm afraid to ask you guys to rate it, and then you're gonna be like,
Let's see what the people said. On the
I've
tomato,
never given a
on
zero.
the tomato meter. This
Never
film
say never.
has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, has an 80% audience score. The critics' consensus says more of a stocking stuffer than a fully rounded parcel. This Yuletide excursion is a delightful showcase for Drax, Mantis, and a very game Kevin Bacon. The audience consensus says, as long as you don't go in expecting something on par with a full-fledged Marvel movie, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is a fun time for fans of the franchise.
okay, all right, okay. Well, I'm gonna rate it, like an 8 out of 10. I liked it. I thought it was good, and I thought it was funny. Like I said, we watched it twice. It was still funny to me.
Right.
So, but I said, I didn't go into it thinking. Well, we both didn't go into it really with any expectations. So that's kind of tricky. All right, Emily.
I'm gonna give it like a 6.
6 out of 10.
Solid D.
I think I'd say that too.
6 out of 10.
Oh dang! All right.
I think I'm also going to give this an 8, maybe a 7.5. I thought that this was all around a fun little Christmas adventure. I like seeing Drax and Mantis interact with Earth. I do think it would have been cooler if Groot and Rocket had joined them. I think this would have been better as a bigger adventure, but that's also a more expensive adventure, so I understand why they didn't do that. But overall,
I think Cosmo needs to be up in this.
Yes,
because
Cosmo, the Cosmonaut dog.
that he was hilarious.
Yes.
He was.
I like
What was it a boy or a girl? The dog.
I believe Cosmo in the
Sounded
movies
like
is a girl. Yeah.
No, Cosmo's a boy.
It sounded like
Well,
a girl.
in the comics, Cosmo is a boy, but I think it sounded like a girl in this special. Yeah. So Cosmo's a gender neutral name.
Next time.
Go off, Cosmo.
Oh my gosh. Stop shaking
You're
him
gonna have
so
a
much.
yak on your phone. Watch.
There's a baby on my knee, and he's bouncing.
And he's about to throw up
Gonna
everywhere.
throw up.
If he throws up on my carpet, you're all three.
You know what? Compared to Fred, his throat is gonna smell like roses. So
That's true. It's just breast milk.
Oh, good.
Curded.
Yeah. Curd.
Oh my.
Curds and whey, just like
what
what
are you doing, dude?
Peter was eating.
Yeah, so 7.5 for me on the Guardians
Okay.
Holiday Special. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I'm excited to see what they do next for a Marvel special presentation. I don't know where.
I will say though that I do agree with Emily that Guardians has fallen off to me. Like the first movie was so good, and I didn't see that until you made me watch it here. And it was so good. And then the second movie was like, yeah. And their role in Avengers is kind of like, yeah. And like, I don't know. So I do agree with you, and I completely understand what you're saying. So I'm not really excited for the the third movie.
movie?
You know, not really.
I'm hella
Like, I'm more excited for Quantumania than.
Well, sure.
I feel like when they're on their own, though, it's better than when they're in team ups.
Well, I think
Other
because of the new Gamora, that's gonna throw me off.
What do you mean new? It's the same Gamora.
Yeah,
It's the
but
same Gamora as the first Gamora.
it's new Gamora.
No, it's not.
It's old Gamora.
It's old Gamora. It's
Same Gamora.
2014 Gamora.
Yeah. Stop shaking him. He's drooling everywhere.
Um,
All right. Well, that's how I feel about it. But Quantumania,
That's
though.
how you feel about it.
It is on net. Well, we hope that all of our listeners had a very Merry Christmas and
Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy
Happy
Kwanzaa.
New Year.
Happy sit in the cabin in winter by yourself. I don't know. Whatever you celebrate. Have a happy holiday.
I don't
all
think that's a
you,
holiday. Sit in a cabin in the winter by yourself. Jeez.
I didn't even understand half of what you said. So.
He said Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, and I don't know what the last thing was.
Yeah, and then, you know.
Happy insult miss to all those insults out there.
Oh my gosh.
Inselmus.
Insult miss.
Next
Why'd you add a
time
T?
on the Walt Vault.
It's insult.
Incel.
There's no T.
Yeah, incel.
Well, there shouldn't be. But I'm adding a T.
Next time on the Walt Vault, we will be talking about the 2009 live-action CGI James Cameron film, Avatar. It's only 2 hours and 49 minutes. Don't groan.
At least it's not 3 hours and 10.
Like the second one. Yes, so Avatar is a 20th Century Fox movie now owned by Disney, and now they get a hit of that sweet, sweet box office money every time an Avatar movie comes out, which an Avatar movie is slated to come out every 2 years for like the next 7 years or something like that.
Work it.
Avatar
Yeah, so you got to get into it, Emily. You got to get into it.
That's right. So we're going to check it out here on the Walt Vault
On the Disney Plus.
on the Disney Plus. It is available for you to watch. Yeah, so we'll get hyped for that. In the meantime, you can hit us up on social media. We are at the Walt Vault Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go there, slide into our DMs. Let us know what you thought of the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. And if you're excited for Avatar and or Avatar 2, let us know your thoughts. You can send an email to contact@thewaltvaultpod.com. And that's it. We'll see you guys next time for some Blue Cat goodness.
Blue Man Group.
The Vault.